Hi, so yeah, we're gonna do this. I just tried to record it and it failed, so this is yeah, you got a nice greeting to my car. This is the 2015 Ford Mustang. I think it's the fastback. Actually doesn't look too bad on the Elgato. It's the fastback. That's it. There's all my cars if you're interested. Rally, two raid cars. My Mustang GT is actually a better raid car than my Ford Focus. Ah, okay. Anyway, I'll just show you the road trip that I'm doing while I do this video. We are going from here to Los Angeles, which doesn't seem like a long way, but I will be doing a video from the East Coast to the West Coast and from Miami to Detroit and shit like that. So it's just a small one, and I need to get some of the map done, so we're just going to do it. But yeah, this is the Crew 360, by the way. If you're looking at it and going, wow, that's really good. It's the Crew 360, so yeah, we're just going to start. This is the average review, so for the average gamer on the Crew 360. We're going to go through the good points first in my use of the game. Like, so the first big thing that I think a lot of gamers will be happy about, especially average racer gamers, like, is the map size. The map size is incredible, and it's a vast game. Even on the 360, you think that they would have like scaled it down a bit from the Xbox One to the 360, but as far as I can tell, it is crazy big. Yeah, so I don't know if everyone will appeal to big maps, but I know that I do, and this is one of my favourite things about this game, and just the map size and how far you actually go. You don't realise how long it takes to get from one side to the other. The video that I said I was going to do, the road trip from one side to the other, that will probably take about a 3-part special, probably. So we're just gonna, you know, that's just a bear in mind thing. The second thing that, you know, the second good point about this game actually, is this that I'm doing now. The little score things. It's something that I liked in Drive Club as a concept, and then, oh god, bollocks, didn't get gold. Oh yeah, I did get gold, okay. It's something that I really liked about Drive Club, which is like the competitive aspect of it. Look, a friend over there. Well, not a friend, but a person. And, you know, they come around every now and then on the road. They're not as random as the Drive Crew. Sorry, not the Drive Crew. Oh, he's pretty close actually. It's really weird. Is he coming onto the road? Well, I can meet up with him. See if we can catch him up. Oh, he's a raid car. See, that's the kind of thing you see in the Crew, just random people going around the places. Is there a car behind us? I thought there was a car behind us then. No, it's just my mini-map being annoying. So yeah, like the aspect of random like events and challenges also link in with another feature that I think people will like, especially like the MMO style people, is the you know, the weapon, no, not weapons, well, it is the weapons, it's the game's weapons, your parts to your car. I don't know why I said weapons, it just came to my mind as an MMO, I think. But yeah, you get, like, as you saw when I did the clip, I got a gold engine, and each time you do like a challenge or a race, you get awarded either gold, silver or bronze parts for your cars. Bronze typically don't have anything special with them. Silver will have like a slight boost in certain aspects, and golds will have big boosts in certain aspects. So I think I'll check what engine I got with that, like what I got with the engine, because does it say? Where's my engine? Motor. I got, I think that means power upgrade. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's power. So I got a speed upgrade with that when I did the challenge, but you can get braking upgrades and stuff. And each part is different in its own way, so you can get a gold engine level 36 that's got braking, or you could get a silver level 38 engine that's got braking, but they'll be different because they're gold and silver, meaning they have different power aspects and they give your car different things. Like, and then you go on to like this, so I'll show you what I mean. This is the option that you get with session. We go to session. these people, the person there's driving a raid. I'm driving a performance car with 653. He's driving a raid car with 493 up on his engine and all of his stuff, and he's driving a dirt with level 5 with his engine at level 5. Or his car at 580. While their levels show different. Like my level's 38, his is 31, his is 50. And that aspect of things makes your car completely personal to you. There's none of this Forza like, oh yeah, we all use the same upgrades. This is, you join a game, you will not have the same car as anyone else in the game. And that's another thing, joining the game. One thing that I think people will like, that I think people will put off when we saw gameplay and all that, was the world. Now the world itself has a lot of players in it. Even on the Xbox 360, as you can see, there's 2 players that I can currently see on my map. Usually the maximum I've had at a time is 3, but obviously there are more players than that. But the game filters them out. Yeah, I know a lot of people would be happy to just have everyone running around in the same place, but the problem with that, I think, that they found out was, like, you know, you're just going to bump into people in your races. Like, you're going to be driving and someone's just going to crash into you for the fun of it. Whereas with this, you have this, like those 2 people will not see us two, the other person and me. What they'll actually see is someone else and me and someone else that I can't see. Like, we just get random lots of people and we can see random people. Like, I went over to someone and they didn't talk to me because they were talking to someone else, and I couldn't see them. And it's because it filters out the game, and it's usually around your performance, I believe, and your area. Like, you're not going to see someone who's in Detroit. You're going to see someone who's in your state. So yeah, no, that's another good point. One of the biggest points, I think, in terms of aspects of the average gamer is the story. It is a very, very good story. Like, there's so many twists and plots in it that you just keep wanting to find out what happens. And for one of the first games that I've seen in a while, and especially racing games, they could easily be turned into a movie. Like, we've proved that they've just proved that long journeys in a Mustang in a racing movie would work, i.e. Need for Speed. But this one actually has a story to it. Like, Need for Speed's like, oh yeah, we're going after revenge for the death of a kid. The story in this, and now I'm going to say a bit of spoilers, so you just bear that in mind now. If you don't want to find out the very first 10 minutes of the game, then, you know. And the first couple of hours worth of play, I think, of the story. If you're only in it for the cars, then that's fine. You know, the spoiler that now, the story is about this guy who you're playing as, called Alex, and his brother dies in the hands of someone called Civ, I think. Schiff, I think it's Schiff. And then a guy who is not working for the police, I didn't think, hides the evidence that he killed your brother and then blames it on you, and then you go to prison for it. It's a bit like the start of Need for Speed, actually. You know, like, someone dies in the hands of someone else, but you come back 5 years later, even though you're meant to be sentenced for life, with a girl called Zoe who breaks you out. Not breaks you out literally, but like, yeah, we need you to do some work for us. So she takes you out and she starts giving you information and all that. And it's a really good story. And then you find out stuff about your brother's girlfriend at the time, and how his he had a little son who he never met, and stuff like that. And then you get to where I am, which is Vegas. I think I'm about 3/4 of the way through the game now. I played it for 2 days. I've been hard at it. Did Miami yesterday, and now in Las Vegas. And we just met this really uber hot girl called Roxanne, who's a hacker, and she's after trying to get her sister back from the group that do all the racing, called 510. When that's basically what you're based around. 510, you get your ink, and that's how you move up the ranks. You have to get it tattooed on yourself to prove a point. It's really, really good. But I honestly think with the Assassin's Creed movie coming out, they could easily make this movie at Ubisoft. Go for it, do it. I'll watch it, and I know tons of people will too. So yeah, that's that. Now on to the negatives and mix them with the story. Now the story is a good story, but the story length, it's gonna piss off some people. It's a good 30-hour campaign if you just fast travel everywhere. If you're like me and you like driving around, it's gonna take 40 to 50 hours. I think that's what he said. 35 to 40 hours if you're just not doing anything. You know, so it's an incredible long story, and if you get bored really easily, then yeah, have fun with that. For example, we are now. Yeah, like the Watch Dogs campaign is about the same length. I didn't actually finish Watch Dogs. I just got incredibly, like, you know, annoyed with it. Because again, I played it on this gen. Ubisoft have a thing for making this gen suffer compared to next gen. I don't know why. But yeah, so I just couldn't play it. I got really reckless, and all my other friends, because you couldn't play online with your friends, and all my other friends were just like playing other games because they didn't like Watch Dogs. So I ended up never completing it. Or I'll probably end up borrowing it and completing it again, or buying it again, because it was a good game, but it had the same problems as this, except I think this has solved it in the multiplayer aspect. Like, you know, your friends are always going to be online, like, every time they play, so that's always good. But yeah, the story is a big downside. The other big downside I find is that you know, it's got a lack of cars, if anything, lack of cars, and you know, the what are they called? I can't remember what they call them. What they call fucking. Oh, there you go. I did the road trip. The sets for the cars, you know, like the dirt and all that, the dirt and the raid. They're called something. Those things, they lack them. I think they should have done a drift one and a drag one, and you know, all the casual ones that you see. And you know, it's a bit annoying actually that they've only included the ones that they did. But I reckon if they were to ever bring a sequel, which I do think they'll bring a sequel, then they will do that. But yeah, this is just my opinion on the matter. The other thing, you just might have seen it then, there is frame rate on the Xbox 360 version. There's a lot of it at the start of the game, and then you just get used to it ish. I got used to it, but also it starts to appear less the more of the map you do. I think that's what I've been experiencing. Like, it doesn't actually happen as much anymore than it did, so I guess that's a good side. I'm just gonna go with my Ford Focus here because it's my other favourite car that I've got. I've got one special. See, look at that frame rate. I've got one car for each, you know, specific area. My Ford Focus is my dirt car, so even though we're not in a dirty area right now, I might set up another road trip actually. But yeah, that's one other thing that I do think that people will not be happy about. Just that idea. You know, it's like, I think there's like 30 odd cars in it, and you're getting into the age of like where Forza. I mean, Forza 5 was terrible on cars. Like, it barely had any. But Forza 4 last gen, it had tons of cars, and you're there with your game that's on the edge of 2015, and you've got 30 odd cars in it. Not the best, but I guess the you know, the setups make up for it. Each setup is a different car. Like, if I was to show you my custom made car for you know, I think it's my street Mustang, it looks way different. I think I've got a raid. Did I get a raid Focus in the end? Or do I have another Focus that I can show you to show you the difference? But this is the exact same car. Focus. I have a performance Focus. Okay. Never really used it. Yeah, look at that. It looks way different, and it'll handle different because it's, you know, it's designed for a different thing, if you know what I mean. So yeah, frame rate is definitely a big one, and the other one No, I went past frame rate. Cars is a big one. The other one that I think will piss people off is the graphics. Like, I dealt with it because I'm not into, like, I'm not like that crying about graphics. I played games like Need for Speed, most Undercover, and you know, games that had pretty bad good graphics at the time, but bad graphics in general. And if you're gonna come from Forza, then of course you're gonna hate it. Like, you're gonna hate the graphics. But if you came from games like, you know, Dirt, maybe Dirt will be alright for you, I guess. Test Drive Unlimited 2, it reminded me a hell of a lot of that, except the problem with that is Test Drive Unlimited 2 is actually cleaner than this game on graphics, and it's also, you know, just, it's got a different engine to it, I believe, like a very different engine. It's always had the different engine to it. I think that's one thing that just puts people off. Just the idea that it is a different engine, and you know, I can't drive it on the engine, on that engine, because it just kills me. Oh, I have my street Mustang. I'm just going through all my cars now because I'm in San Francisco. Yeah, look at them wheels, boy. They are the bomb right there. There are some cool things about this game. There are a lot of cool things about this game, but yeah, that's definitely one of them right there. One of the issues. But apart from that, it's an all-rounder game, and I mean, I wouldn't recommend buying it full price. I'm just gonna say that now. I didn't buy it full price. I bought it in the sale. I think it was half price. It was £21.50 in game, brand new. And now I don't know if that was full price or not, like half price, sorry, or if that was like 33% or something like that. Oh, there's someone coming. There's someone coming down the road. Oh, hello. He's got a performance tuned. Oh, is he not gonna? Oh, that's Nightmare. Yeah. I'm in a street car. I'm not gonna be able to catch up with you, man. Let me just get my Mustang out. I think my other Mustang, not this Mustang. Yeah, but in all, try and get it cheaper than full price. You're not gonna, you know, you're not gonna be able to do anything fancy with full price, I don't think. He's definitely got like a performance spec on that. Isn't no a circuit spec. That's not performance. I wonder what level he is. Oh, frame rate right there. There you go. He's level 42 and he's got a 669. Well, of course he's going to be better than me then, isn't he? A bit of a stupid question. Because if he's got level 40, that is definitely a circuit car. Hence why he's in this area. I'm doing alright to keep up with him in this. But yeah, my end up review on this game out of 10 for the average game user is 6.5 out of 10, maybe 7. Good overall game, has its very strong points, but also has the weak points, and a lot to put off the average gamer, just in general. But make sure to subscribe and stick around, because I'm going to be doing my personal review on this game next up. This is the next video that will be out, hopefully. This one, then the next one, and then we're going to do some crew gameplay, like a lot of it, because my Xbox Live's about to run out on the 30th. So yeah, we're just going to move on now. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I've enjoyed making it. If you did enjoy, make sure to hit that like button and leave a rate comment down below. You know, it's a fun game. Even messing around with people that I've just met, it's a fun game. No doubt about that. But yeah, if you do have the Crew 360 and you've stuck around for the entire video, then feel free to add me on Xbox and I'll invite you to a crew. Drift. Oh, fell. I fell a bit there. Anyway, see you in the next one, guys.